We're going to do a couple of things here. We're going to put the ball position further forward, probably not that far forward, maybe there. And we're going to put the handle in there, which is going to feel strange to start off with because it doesn't feel like you're de-lofting it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The further you put that ball back, the more it travels that way, the more it's going to have off-axis spin that way. So we're going to really, really try and get rid of that to start with. From my aspect then, we'll talk about the body stopping its rotation. So we see a little bit of a lateral move there. So if we move the hub, we change the contact point with the ground. Okay, so we want to actually be pushing into that inside of that ball of your foot. So we want to be pushing down through here and going this way. At the moment, if we press stop, that's how much that knee's moved out. Now it doesn't seem a great deal, but it's a hell of a lot. It's a hell of a lot. Okay. So we want to try, and that's where the narrow stance is going to come into it, where we can actually get you to rotate around the axis rather than laterally moving. Because essentially from the top of your backswing there, you're going to have, you've got 2/100ths of a second from there to there. If this is moved out and moved around, it's going to be a luck box, essentially. So then we'll start talking about then head going down. And the pressure that puts on your neck over here is incredible. So if you keep playing the game, we're going to start to see some really tight through your left shoulder. Your neck's going to be really interesting from there. And we really don't want that too much. We're going to activate some muscles through here, your lower traps and your scapula and all that region through here to help you with that. Okay. Now, there's an awesome player in the world and a very, very good ball striker who hasn't won a major championship. Who's going to cop it for the rest of his life that he never won a major championship. Westwood. Yeah. So, and then we start seeing this lever system break down even more, and Westwood does the same thing. Now, he's continually having shoulder and neck and back issues because of that move. So we'd like to avoid it as much as we can, if we can. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to teach you how good you can actually be and how much more energy you can transfer in the golf ball without that going down. Because if your spine crunches over this way, it's not going to keep on rotating at the same time.
Yep.
Okay, so you're just essentially flicking it with your hands. So with the amount of effort that you're putting in there, you're only getting 85 miles an hour out of that 6-iron, and I believe that you can get a hell of a lot more. Because you're essentially stifling how much energy you can transfer into the golf ball. Does that make sense?
Yep. No.
So, to start with, narrow stance, we'll get the handle further forward, we're going to get you rotating a little bit more effectively. After that, we'll then talk about this stuff here.
Yep.
And we'll give you the progression all the way through so it doesn't look as stupid as what it's going to feel. Because it will feel very silly. Okay. So, let's put that in full motion. So in full motion, you're going to have your peers stand there and go, oh, that's a great golf swing. And it is. It is a good golf swing. But it's a little inconsistent with quality of contact and what it's doing because essentially this body's stopping from rotating, and when you've started this thing down here and it doesn't have any brakes and this stops, the power source stops moving, you're going to shut the face down every time. So you're going to not only have a path that's going too much from the inside, you're also going to have a shut face, which means that it starts left and then finishes left. Okay.
I've seen that one.
All right, and you almost feel like you're flicking it off your pads, and you're starting to hit it at the city over there. Okay. So let's talk about that stuff at address to begin with, and then we'll go from there.
Yep.
Okay.